Nope.
So I'm about to be homeless in San Diego, and this is not clickbait, that is for real. Tomorrow I will be.
This video made me very upset. I took some notes and I've been really thinking about this. So of course she starts the video by saying I'm about to be homeless. And to be honest, when I hear that, I expect some tragedy, something like you broke your leg, you couldn't pay medical bills, you had to choose medicine over paying rent. It's very easy to slip through the cracks. She goes on and she says that she lived in Pennsylvania, she went on a road trip, she quit her job there. Her and her girlfriend came to California and got a hotel and expected to get a job in a week, which caught me so off guard and it just sounds so entitled. They did not find a job. So now they're suffering from their own consequences of not critically thinking or mapping out their plan to move out of state, where we pay very high taxes and the price of living is so expensive that we're having a housing crisis. Hi, I'm born and raised in California, Los Angeles to be exact, and I have been affected by homelessness. My mom battled through addiction and she had to live out of her car. It's not trendy to be homeless and to live in your car.
So I'm about to be homeless in San Diego, and this is not clickbait, that is for real. Tomorrow I will be.
So you wanna live the California dream, but found out it's a nightmare. Yeah, I have a few issues with this video overall, and I've made this a few times to try to get this right. But you lived in Pennsylvania, a state that was inherently cheaper. You had an apartment, you had a car, you both had jobs. And I get, like, this was an impromptu decision, we're human, I get that. But there's a lot of privilege that comes with being able to even make that decision. And you guys, you are white. I don't know your partner, but you are white. So there's also layers of privilege, obviously, that we can recognize. You know, class stability, you had resources. Yeah, it might have sucked over there. I don't know your guys' situation. But you failed to plan, to get jobs, to apply to jobs, to look into the cost of living, how hard it would be to get apartments out here, what the application process is like to even get an apartment out here. And to be unhoused in California right fucking now is especially fucking dangerous. There's been multiple anti-homelessness legislation passed that has already enacted violence onto unhoused communities. And especially in San Diego, if you're staying in your car, that scares the fuck out of me, because I know multiple people who have been pulled out of their car for sleeping in it in San Diego, or gotten arrested, gotten ticketed, whatever. And your experience will be not as dangerous as, say, a black or brown person or an indigenous person who would live through that same situation, or who have been already living through that situation here in California. A piece of legislation that you should look at for anti-homeless legislature is 4118. It's disgusting. LA City Council has blood on their hands. And basically all the councils do, because they're all anti-homeless. Also, the fact that you chose as a white person to come over to California when indigenous people of California have been begging people not to fucking move here because their ancestral land is being destroyed. They can't even afford to live on their ancestral land. And I'm indigenous, but I'm not indigenous from California. I'm Navajo, so it's more like the mid-section. But it's like, the fact that you don't respect indigenous people to not fucking move here. You didn't need to move here, besides you wanted to. And the last thing I'm gonna say is that family insecurity as a child here in California was fucking horrifying, being unhoused. So it's not fun, it's not cute. I'm just upset with this video.
So I'm about to be homeless in San Diego, and this is not clickbait, that is for real.
I have like a lot to say about this. So for context, in the original video, she describes how she quote-unquote packed up the Prius with her girlfriend and had moved from Philadelphia to San Diego, California. She also says that she had planned to get a job in a week once she had moved here. And obviously that had fallen through because it's California and the Californian job market. So now she's homeless in San Diego, staying at a hotel with her girlfriend, where she describes her experience as the sweet life of Zach and Cody. The fucking sweet life of Zach and Cody. I feel like I need to clean out my ears or something. Like, it literally does not feel like I heard you right.
Like, you did not just fucking describe Californian homelessness. You did not just compare Californian homelessness to Zach and Cody. I was born and raised, and still currently live in the Bay Area, about 15-ish minute drive from SF. It is hell out here, okay? We don't need any more transplants, legitimately. Especially not those who are going to glamorize homelessness and glamorize the ruthless poverty that so many thousands of Californians go through each and every single day, and have been for years. Homelessness and poverty is a major, major problem in California. And when you come on a whim expecting to get a job and then glamorize the homelessness that you face after, that is a problem. It is a massive problem. Also, the fact that you have the privilege to even glamorize fucking homelessness in the first place, and you keep making light out of it, even when people in your comments are telling you not to, that is a problem. You need to listen to people who have dealt with poverty, extreme poverty, and homelessness. You need to listen to our unhoused neighbors. Pack your shit back in your Prius, please, and go the fuck back to Philadelphia. We do not want you here.
So I'm about to be homeless in San Diego, and this is not clickbait, that is for real.
There's always two types of videos when people say that they have to live out of the cars. It's always the person who's actually struggling, either it's a financial problem, medical problem, whatever it is. And then there's always the other person who's doing it because homeless is trending now, or it's cool to live out of your car, or they brought themselves into that problem, and they're trying to get sympathies from others and take away from people that are actually struggling. And I hate that because, as someone who experienced that, at a very young age, my family's, lived in their car, we squatted, we've lived in shelters, I was poor probably my whole life and stuff like that. And it's always those people that want your experience so bad because they want that sympathy, because it's trending, and it's just so irritating because they'll never ever experience that, but they want it so bad. Nope.